Hi, Monkyvers, and welcome to the playlist of learning Spanish. So, I want to, before this begin, I want to give you the key to learn Spanish and what will work for me. Has been like 5 years experience that I have to the moment, and really, I always can help you. I'm not saying you smoke. Basically, just the point and just get straight up. But first of all, I want to tell you that thanks all of you, all of 308 people who been here in this channel, who's been supporting me along this time, and I really do appreciate every single one of you. I can feel like all of your little kids and like your mother as something. Anyway, let's get into it. So, with my level of English and B2, and I'm not a native person who born and was raised in US and speak because of like I was raised there because I'm really Peruvian and I speak in Spanish, pero bueno, lo hablo bien, es un idioma que se me da bien y solamente decir en español. But let's going back to what I'm saying, like I try everything. I try Duolingo, I try Cakewalk, I try Hello Talk, I try every single type of program that you could ever imagine of like so I could learn English because I didn't have by the time people that I could actually reach out and like talk to, you know what I mean? So I always been like searching this, searching that, and at some point I was like, what I'm gonna learn and what I'm going to do. So I really couldn't understand until I got to the point where I was a teacher and I teach a kid that had TDAH, but it's just he can focus basically, like another another student that was more we having a lot of problems with like get it, and he was frustrated by it, and like to teach them understand how to read from zero. So to me it was like kind of the deal, and I started by myself and I also started that in COVID, and since then I always was so attracted and remember how I can teach someone. And after I quit my job I started this series and I kind of take more seriously on my thing. Like just pop in me like I'm gonna do this and everything. So to me honestly, just to get into the point, like I want to ask you something like what would you think as your primary language will be the way that you learn a language? Like we often how adults and the adults now in these days trying to learn a new language and like as like 20 in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, or even at the same age, they're trying to learn a new language and they always go to the point where like I can, but like they learn and they code in a way that they learn and they know a word and they know the meaning of like sorry, and they'll like know that because it was like I'm sorry, and they learn because like they just basically know like the meaning and like the meaning of the meaning as their primary language, when truly a language is just basically emotion. Like I often saw so many videos like, oh, let me translate to my primary language, but we often like we are taught to like learn as a primary language and like this and like that, but we didn't take the time to like analyze truly how babies learn. And I have a brother, he's a younger brother, and so awesome to me. Like I always having like I have the answer in me always, and like it's the emotion which is key in this type of things. Like it's not your primary language, whether you are Japanese native speaker, whether you're a person who speaks French, person who speaks primary English, or whatever language it would be. Like it's just the feeling, but not the meaning. You know what I mean? It's just, and let's do an example. Let's picture a couple, and like women and like their partner. Just picture women, then like the partner of the, and picture the baby, like how the baby will really learn. Like they don't have a primary language, like they just have the emotions, and like that is the most cutest thing ever. Like they just have emotions. So how you teach them, I think like let's do an example. Like if I'm telling a baby, let's picture it, I'm the mother, like I'm just telling the little baby, here is the little crystal, like here is the little crystal, and then my partner is like saying, let's picture this, it's example. And then my partner is like saying, yeah, but this also ah es un cristal, cristal, crystal, cristal. So like the pressure is less, but emotion is still there. So that is the key when you're trying to learn a language. It doesn't matter how you often have books. I don't know, like we often have books or even like dictionaries, whatever. It doesn't matter where you learn, but you need to put like emotion for it. Like you need to put. The key is like emotion, because when you feel less pressure, when you feel less anger, like the thing will come naturally. Like the process of like learning will be less overwhelming, whether you're like in pressure because of your boss is asking you. Because to me, my only main reason was because I always thought was really cute. Learn like English and also learn more, a little bit more about the culture. I remember these little cute moments where I was always watching TV shows that were native from English. I was watching classes of other people that were recording. And it's like, that is so cute, and it always got me to the point where I've been loving it and I've been hearing it. And one exercise that I would recommend you to do every single day, please goodness, but I would recommend you to do every single day, at least for 20 or 12 minutes per day. Just act like if you were a baby, not like in the sense like, just no. Like act if you were like in your 1 year old and like you were very receptive to all of the words that will come to you, and like I don't know, feel like a movie, but don't be focused on like the subtitles. Just gather around after a month or two, and then you will have your moment where you were like sitting and trying to find your best method. So it's like always three methods, whether it's visually or through audio, or even both, like mix. Because I'm visual, like audio learner. And if you're like visual and audio learner, don't try to get into this type of channels where um tell you rules, because when you are learning a new language, as if you are like a baby, so you act first like the formal way, like doing mistakes, and like it's okay, like you're a baby, pretend you're a baby, and instead of learning. Besides that, okay, so like act and like eventually learn, and you will get used to the language. So put your favorite music on. If you get distracted by it, just think about it, something will make you happy, have a picture, set the mood, wherever. And then you will take like your notes, or because for some of people it's like kind of different. So if you like learn beyond you, like if you listen and you learn, like just listening something, be around people who or maybe put audios of like people who the language you want to learn, and then you can take notes. If you would like take notes, just do that. If you don't like, don't take notes. But repeat the words that you hear that call most your attention and what act you will be there. Like, but just do it carefully so your family doesn't think you're crazy. But if you are a person who learns visually, the notes and the book will be perfect to you. A book like read or get familiar with the word visually and like try to read and like try to pronounce like to see, get used to. So if you have an audiobook and you can listen to it, you can read, it will be perfect and amazing. So then you can like learn, get through it, get familiar, and then you can take notes to another book or notebook if you're reading a book. You take that, blah blah blah. If you ever mix, it's even better. It's even better because you can see videos, but don't the videos with like setting rules. We're gonna first go into 8 steps, okay? Just see videos, movies, like your favorite movie that you learned that you know you learn, all the language you want to learn, like see that. But don't settle in the fact that like I need to see the subtitles. No, like enjoy and eventually we'll connect the words. I promise. Yeah. So after all of that, try these 3 methods and like then it comes to the point where you're like, yeah, I learned that, but when it gets to the point where like you learn about the grammatic, like the grammars and stuff like that, it comes like after you learn that, you are going to start to write, and this is the moment where all the things connect. You are going to start to write if you're a person who learns visually, because people who learn visually, they need to write. The people who learn like by listening, they need to speak. The people who learn both, they need to do both. So if you're a person who learn listening and speaking, you need to try using translator, and like the little icon of like voice, and like you press that and like you speak and yet you see them like how what was your progress and what was the word that you were kind of mistaken. But if you're a person who like learns writing visually, you need to like type and like you need to maybe ask, I don't know, ChatGPT or some AI that would be good and definitely proof. Then you need to do your research, but it's just a guide. Like, oh, maybe doing this good. Like, can you build like this icon and this thing? Like, maybe I can correct. Like, that could help you to do that, But if you're a person who learns by doing mixed things, I will like listening and like typing. I will definitely recommend you to try these 2 methods. Whether if you're alone, it could be just using Google Translate and press a button and double correct that. And if you are a person who like have someone needs to have the honor and how the things going on well, and that things that like many people or from other places that like can help you to do that, I will definitely reach out to them because they are like the native people who like to learn the so it's even better because we are learning more languages, so it's even better too. So I have one experience where I was doing a class of English and like I didn't know what word it was. Like it was like 1 pass, 2 pass, and like the word immediately came to me like 1 pass, 2 pass, and almost get to the point where I was dreaming in English. So I was translating the things, but I get to the point where I was like, my mind is so focused on this that my environment was like changing. So I didn't have no one to talk, no one to like, talk with, but I really was putting emotion in. So get to that, and Also, don't be scared to reach out to people and one app that I will recommend you, but I will also give you my recommendations thread. It's just Hello Talk. That is the app that they work for me. It's not sponsored. It's just the app that I got experience with. But also, from my experience, I will tell you that get to the point where you like have a boundary too, so you are not like getting into relationships or get like to the point where you're like I want to learn and then I want a relationship. I just want to learn because you can have that and that is not because I also had that experience and it will be hurtful and it will also put you down like, to learn. So you need to set your boundaries and then if you reach out to your goals at a certain point of learning, then you can lead to like yeah, maybe connect to the relationship because we as human beings we kind of like we you know, we love we kind of fall in love sometimes. It happens. So with this message, I'm telling that you need to be train your brain if you're really a little kid, if you really like learn a new language, and like you could be like in front of the mirror, just with yourself with a little table, in your notes or on your computer or with a material planner close here on the channel. You could be like, oh yeah, this is a libro. This is a libro. It's really cute. And this have a mariposa. It's really cute. So yeah, and with my things of like teaching you and like playing my guitar is just a tool that I use to so you can be less afraid to of language basically. And like you could be really less intimidated by the language because I know it's kind of overwhelming, but be sure that all of the work that I'm putting in right now is just that you can feel more comfortable, more safe, more open-minded, more relaxed to learn a language that is Spanish and your Latin people. Right? And that is the reason why I've been doing this honestly, and that is the tool that I'm giving you because I could give you a lot of lessons. I could play all the dictionary, all the meanings, but if you don't put like the emotions or thought, how are we gonna start this? You know what I mean? So that is what I always come up with my lesson. Yeah, let's play. Like, that's it. And for this thing, I wanna to say thanks for watching, and I hope this message will reach out to people and you can know someone who is having a hard time learning the language. I would really appreciate if you send over this video. And yeah, and also with this message, I just want to honor the word like connect and like we have this beautiful thing called language that we can all connect. You know what I mean? We can all connect to others and we cannot give less work to all the people who just negative. Because I know so many people put a lot of effort and I was one of them one time. And they put a lot of effort and if it's just one word misunderstood because they are sometimes very overwhelming is not their fault as well completely. We can do this by just supporting it in that and just kind of giving it a little support and like learning so we can all connect and like we can always link to less misunderstanding like because you know if you're a Latin, whether you're like a linguist, a person who speaks the language very well, it could be English, Spanish, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, or French. You can always have these things of like, I don't get it, like it's this or that. So in that sense, I'm just pushing you and just inviting you to just take a chance, take a moment to like take the lead and like learn so you could have, yeah, maybe if you like someone or you want to connect with someone, like it could be more with your coworker, person that you work on, partner, another person who wants you to approach. Like you have this beautiful tool that is just your emotions, and that is one language that we all speak and we can use to learn language. So I really hope this message will resonate with you. And yeah, I'm so glad and I have it really almost done. It's so amazing, like how we all are connected. So cool. I hope all of you will understand my fasting method, but as you fast as you can with emotion trick. Okay? I just put in a little thing there so you can stick to. So I hope that you could get it and I hope you can understand. I hope that all of these things will help you, and I hope that will be helpful to you. And with that said, I want to enter to this beautiful, beautiful playlist of learning Spanish so we can all connect and can also get tea, you know. And yeah, thanks for you guys for watching. Don't forget to stay in peace, and if you want to follow me in this journey and learn in a different way and Spanish, I would definitely recommend you subscribe. And if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. And just that, and you can also have my social medias here. I have my music, my merch, and all that here. And as well, I'm coming up with new merch as well in this December. And with new music, with new things going on, with this new beautiful, beautiful, amazing song that I'm coming out with this new music and my book that will help you in meditation. I will recommend you pick up, but I haven't begun. It's Wattpad, so Tina, but more and more and more of my personal life and my journey through this time. They have features, so that you can have here, and yeah, that was so Monkyvers, and thank you for being here within your heart, and bye. Take care and don't forget to put emotion. Okay, meditate. Bye.